I am about to interview Tony Ferguson. Now, let me set the stage for you because I'm going to talk to you behind Tony's back. The reason is I have a relationship with Tony Ferguson, and we're friends, and we used to be teammates at Reign. But Tony is in a very interesting spot right now. I'm not an interviewer, as you guys know. I come and have a conversation, and it's usually one way. It's usually I just talk to you, or you make comments down below, or I get a question every now and then. Right? I mean, I'm not interview guy. And interview guy is a different guy. Ariel, by example, terrific and trained, schooled interviewer. You may think, what do you think? We got to be trained in interviewing. If you have my skills, yes, you do. It's not a natural thing for me. And as I share with you my relationship with Tony, there's some things you don't say to Tony. There's ways to piss Tony off. I'm not looking to piss Tony off. I'm looking to talk to Tony. There are things that is going on right now. Okay? Sometimes as a fighter, your biggest challenge is that you don't have a challenge or that you don't get the challenge that you want to be challenged with. So Tony is in a very unique spot. And I'm trying to plan the words I am going to say to him carefully. Because I'm not looking to piss Tony off. That's not what this is, but there's some things I've got to talk to him about. Look, he was signed to fight Khabib 5 times. He trained for Khabib 5 times. For reasons that were outside of his control and not his fault, of those 5 times, which is a record, I believe in all of fighting. I can assure you for Dana White. I've never heard of it in my life, some boxing or anything kind of combat. Talk about luck. Talk about just the way the cookie crumbles, if you will. Fight never happened. Well, good news. 10 days ago, Dana White announces, I am prepared to make that fight a 6th time. Khabib is going into his 29th fight. Now, I'm backing up 10 days. Khabib is getting ready to go into his 29th fight and has made it very clear to the world that he's going to do 30. He has also made it very clear to the world it will not be against Conor McGregor. Made it very clear to the world he would like it to be against GSP. But the point I'm attempting to make is the Khabib sweepstakes were very real and you had one last crack at it. And it appeared 10 days ago, at least from where I was sitting, that you had a round robin. I'm not including Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler was not in the mix at this point. I am not including Conor McGregor. Okay, I'm going back 10 days. That might seem like a long time to you guys. 10 days ago, those were not factors, and it appeared that we had a round robin. We had Gaethje, we had Ferguson, we had Khabib. So Gaethje and Ferguson take care of their business. That means now it's going to be Gaethje and Khabib taking care of their business. Khabib comes on top. Now you got to do Khabib and Ferguson, right? It's not as simple as, well, this guy beat this guy and this guy beat. It's not. They had a round robin. They might have all beat each other. Who the hell knows? But that was the spot that we're in. And Tony was prepping for it. And by the way, when I say Tony was prepping for it, I don't just mean he was in the gym and he was game planning, and he had trainers and he had training partners and he was working and he was studying Khabib. I don't just mean that. Tony was willing to go through whatever he had to go through to get to Khabib. He was not looking for any kind of an easy way out. Evident of the fact that he went through Justin Gaethje to get to Khabib. At least stepped in. I mean, you guys understand my point. Then there was talk that it was going to be Ferguson and Chandler. Okay, great. Winner draws into Khabib. He was not looking for a handout. He was looking to do this any way that you can do. I share that with you. This is a big deal. It's a very big deal. And I'm hoping that you can relate and have a level of compassion. I feel that there is a mistake that is made many times, and Tony would fall into this category of this really cool guy who everything in his life is going great, and he's famous and he's on TV. When the other side of the life of a dirty, rotten cage fighter is anything but glamorous. You are tired at all times. You are not going to social events. Anything you think like a Hollywood star, other people are on TV riding around in a limousine and cutting the line in the VIP and sitting at this candlelit dinner and eating filet mignon in the back. It's anything but that. You're tired, you're sore, you're in dirty, grimy gyms, you're throwing punches and trying to avoid them, you're getting extra miles in, you're watching what you eat. It's just one of these things where sometimes it can be hard to relate to the fact that Tony Ferguson is a human being who has a goal, who put his life on hold to try to achieve his goal, and he had the rug pulled out. Now, There's more things you can cry in your beer for. I understand in the world, in the problems that this world has, I understand where this is not one of them, but it is for him. This is very real for him, and I can't personalize. I've never been in that spot. Just if I had somebody I wanted to fight in my career, I ended up competing with them, win or lose, but I had the chance. So it's one of these spots where I'm trying personally to put myself into Tony's shoes and think about some of the bigger matches that I had that I really wanted. What would have I done if I didn't get them? For any reason, the guy retired, or the guy refused me, or the promoter wasn't interested, or you, the fans, weren't interested. Was one of these things that I took for granted. I never really thought about it till Tony got put in this spot. Now, I don't know how much of what I just said to you I can say to Tony. I don't know. Tony might be in a great mood and he's just going to share, listen, say la vie to Khabib and he had a good career and it didn't happen and who's next? That is a possibility. It's just not the possibility I'm guessing. I'm guessing Tony is pissed off, and I'm guessing that based on the questions that I asked him, I could piss him off even more, which is not my goal, nor is it my job. I'm just looking to have a conversation with Tony. But I will share with you guys, there's certain things that I'm going to say to you behind his back that I would like to know that I don't know if I'm going to say to him. I don't know. I'm not an interviewer. I got to ask him about Khabib. I've got to ask him about what's next. I am inclined to stay the hell out of the way after that. I'm going to get Tony on the phone. Let's see what happens.